Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Wednesday. Okay, now look, this gonna be a little quick little chit chat, quick little conversation. Okay, yes, this is pre-recorded. I'm coming to you live, but pre-recorded because I record this right now. But again, y'all get it later. But again, happy Wednesday. I will be live tonight at 9 p.m. So come on back around here at 9 p.m. to have a good old little chit chat about other things going on. But right now, this is a bit of love and marriage. Huntsville is imploding, in my opinion. I blame Carlos King. Okay, everybody want to blame male fans. You know, they want to blame everybody. They want to blame sometimes Tisha, child, sometimes Destiny. I am blaming Carlos the King. Okay. Now, y'all know first things first, if you've not done so already, take a little moment, subscribe to my channel, become a JayBird, and all those things. Okay. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner. Y'all know it's always other content up. Okay. The live from Monday is up. Go watch that. It was good. Okay. My little thing, who ruined our favorite shows? I already did. Fresh Prince, Family Matters, Good Times. Okay, then sometime today I'm gonna have up, Martin versus Living Single. Okay, go watch that and whatever. My Love and Marriage review. That was a good little chit chat. Okay, Love After Lockup as well. And then sometime today too, I may do a little separate review, a conversation of the Ray J because Ray J losing it. Anywhere though, content is up, so go watch. But this is why y'all came and clicked on today. I love my thumbnail, okay? Because look, it's Carlos King in the middle. Where he at in the middle, okay? Why? Because he is the boss of it, okay? Now look, I'm here. Hi. It's late. No lipstick on. Don't judge me, okay? I am comfortable. It is 3:41 in the morning, okay? So I didn't feel like putting lipstick on, but we're gonna have a good time anyway, okay? Look, Carlos reviews his show on on Mondays. Okay, he talk about the love of marriage, Huntsville. He talk about Potomac and all those things. And this week he had on Destiny from Love and Marriage. He also had on Latrice, who was on Bell Collective. Okay, and they were of course discussing the backlash, Stormi quitting, Stormi announcing on her IG after Love and Marriage Huntsville aired, she announced that she quit back in April. And I still feel like if Stormi quit the show back in April of 2024, it's currently November of 2024. I just feel like if she is moving on, let her move on. Let her be great and fantastic in her endeavors of Canvas Beauty, which is a great brand. But I'm like, let's not focus on that because to me, if Stormi came on Love and Marriage Huntsville to heighten her brand to be seen by peoples, and that happened and she left because it's no longer helping her brand, didn't she succeed at her plan to get Canvas Beauty to be a world renowned known brand and all these things? Kudos to her. Okay, so Latrice, who is good friends with Stormi, yeah, Carlos is right here, little puppeteer right here, little puppeteer right here. So again, Latrice is really good friends with Stormi. I saw her post on her page last year because I went and looked, and she had a post saying how her and Stormi have been friends for like 10 years. They both been grinding, getting it out the mud or whatever. And we know that Destiny met Stormi on this show. So that she's known Stormi for maybe what, a year or two, maybe 2 years. So they friendly now because Destiny needs a friend. No tea, no shade. I mean, I guess it's a little bit of shade. Okay, so these are two people who know Stormi, who are friends with Stormi, and so because you would think, well, okay, a 10-year friend and a 1 year, 6 months, 2 year, maybe 3 year, I don't know, friend. Again, since this show, I'm gonna say Because Stormi wasn't on this show during the pandemic. I don't think she was. Okay, so let's say she's known this lady since maybe 2021. So again, two at the most 3 years or whatever. But again, Destiny's still a new friend with everybody. Anyway, so Carlos was talking. Okay, let's pull it up now. Okay, fair use, because we're gonna have a conversation about this. Now on his little thing, Carlos.
Stormi.
Okay. He was addressing first the fact that Stormi announced she quit. Okay. And this is my thing. And this is why I blame Carlos. Because we not gonna act like the fans just got unruly. We not gonna act like, oh, Stormi got it the worst. No one else on the show has done blop de blue. The reason I blame Carlos is because this been happening since around season 1. I know the things say we in season 8, maybe no season 9 or whatever, but this has been happening since the inception of the show. Okay, it's always been that way ever since Wanda was talking crap back before Stormi was even on the show. Her mama was a troll in all the Facebook groups. Okay, my point is the fans of this show have been very mean, rude, or whatever since the inception of the show. Okay, the reason millimeters were created was because Mel at that point in time was getting a lot of hate on the show. So folks who supported her said, "Hey, we want to be your fan group." That's how the millimeters were created. So my thing is, everyone on this show has gotten the hard end of the insane fan baseball bat hitting them on the head thing. They all caught it. So now that we are 8, 9 seasons in, it's really about 4, 5, girl, these long seasons. But the reason Carlos now wants to say, hey, let me say something because Stormi quit. Let's not forget, all of them have had this stuff. Even Tisha said in her first 2 seasons, she could not even be on social media because of people coming at her, and that had nothing to do with Mel directly. There's folks who did not like Tisha. Why? Because they also did not like Marceau. But y'all, let's listen and chit chat. If you want to see, look, go to Carlos' own stuff. If you want to see him talk without me interrupting, if you want to see that man talk fully outright, go over there. This is a commentary recap. Okay, his voice is sped up a little bit because for time. Okay, but let's get into it.
Still quitting Love and Marriage Huntsville. It was a very sad day when Stormi informed myself and the producers that she no longer wanted to continue filming with Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I like his glasses. Y'all think his hair is painted on a little bit? Is that paint? Because that don't look like hair. It's shiny.
I'm still in shock that she quit. I speak to Stormi, and Stormi was on my my reality with the King special that aired on OWN. We just taped the reunion. I was about to give away something, child. Never mind. Anyway, so look.
Yeah, the reunion was just taped, and us knowing, oh, she was there. Oh, she was there too. Well, okay, I guess so. That's a good thing. That means it'll be some kind of closure to the situation.
I want to say this. When I created Love and Marriage Huntsville, I created the show because I felt like what was missing from reality TV at the time was a show where couples were on equal playing field in terms of starring on the show.
I'm guessing he means because on the house, all that means, child, on the housewife shows is really the women who are the stars. The men are like, little back pieces or whatever. The husbands aren't really on the show, start of the show. So I don't want to be Bravo. Okay, I'm gonna be Reign. Was it called Kingdom Reign? I'm gonna be Kingdom Reign, and we have the husbands and the wives and the husbands all as stars of the show. Okay.
And showcasing Black excellence. And when I say Black excellence, that means different things for different people. For me, when I created the show, I wanted to show power couples in the state of Alabama.
Okay, and they just happen to be couples who were just not in the best places.
And
meaning in their marriages. Because Martell had been cheating on Mel. Marceau did not want Tisha working. He wanted to keep her barefoot pregnant and in the kitchen. Okay. He felt like he was above her. Okay. And then with Maurice and Kimmy, child, Maurice was almost the same as Marceau, except Kimmy said, I got a job, bitch.
And we have had, through God's blessings, the cast and crew working hard, we have been the #1 show on the Oprah Winfrey Network for 4 consecutive years.
Now, let's also point out Oprah Network, the Oprah Network, has canceled all scripted shows that were great and getting high ratings. The only shows left on OWN are like reality shows. Okay, it is Bell Collective, Love and Marriage, the Huntsville in Detroit and DC. And that's really it. So I keep wanting to reiterate, it's easier to be the #1 show on a network when there are no other shows on the network. It doesn't mean Love and Marriage Huntsville isn't an entertaining show, but let's not act like it is competition over there. Okay, if Love and Marriage Huntsville, girl, who they battling with? Nobody. And I'm still pissed they canceled Greenleaf. They canceled Delilah. They canceled Queen Sugar. They canceled Ambitious. They've canceled every good show that was a scripted TV show, and they have replaced it with basically nothing. And then they also left us with the reality show. So again, Love and Marriage Huntsville is #1 and has been #1 for 4 years because there's not much else on there. And it's probably a cheaper show to film because it's a reality show. We have to pay people that much money. You're not really paying for production. You know what I'm saying? It's not that expensive. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is.
And that is an accomplishment, right? Courtesy of that, we have built this fan base when it comes to the show. I've worked on big shows before. I mean, a lot of you guys know me from Atlanta Housewives, right? So I know what it's like to come from a big show. As big as the Real Housewives of Atlanta was, I never experienced the amount of hatred from some of the people who watch the show when they watch Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Now, that is true. That is true. While other reality shows have their share of trolls and their share of people who don't like this, that, or the other, on Bravo, which is where Housewives is, you really don't see the amount of disdain for people. But the reason I think that is, it's just different. I feel like Love and Marriage Huntsville, they also be all on social media with stuff. They be going live with stuff. They interact a lot with the fans of the show. And to me, sometimes that fans the flames. Okay? And they all have done that. So, I feel like because the cast is so involved on social media, and they always have been, I think that helped fans, crazy people, think, yes, let's go crazy and be mean too. So I think with Bravo and with Housewives, the cast of Housewives don't really diddle daddle much on the social medias with the fans. They may say some things back and forth with each other every once in a while, but they don't be Huntsville was really getting in and conversating. I'm not in the word, but having conversations with the fans, and I think that backfired. I think they got too comfortable talking to fans, and then fans started just being delusional and hating people, and it went way left.
The beauty of Huntsville is the fact that you have an amazing core group of people who are brave and courageous enough to give themselves to the audience. They're not actors. They're not hiding behind a script. Okay? They're not.
Child, who is? If it's reality, maybe you mean Love and Marriage. Love and Hip Hop. who we know is scripted, okay? But they not. We know, okay, fine. We know that because Martell had a baby. We know that because Martell had a baby, so we know it's not scripted.
Not playing a character. Y'all know how we all hate Tariq on Power, and Tariq gets all this shade from the social media audience based on we hate Tariq. But the actor we all know is a great actor who made us fall in love with his character, that we sometimes take it too far by being mean to the character, right? That's what's happening to this show. Except these aren't actors. These are real people.
Okay.
These are real people who have decided to give themselves freely to an audience that they don't know.
I mean, they're getting paid for it. They're getting paid.
What they also signed up for is to be heralded and hated, to be praised and pushed aside, okay. Right? They understand that. Mm-hmm. I get negative comments on my page, and I'm not on the show. Give y'all my real life, right? But I understand I'm the face of the production, and that as your fingers are tired, leaving mean comments under my cast pages, you then decide to go to the creator of the show and say, well, let's also attack him.
And y'all know I'm against anybody going to people's pages and typing mean things. If you don't like something, type it on your own page. You should not tag and hashtag and do it to other people's stuff. Go say your stuff on your own thing. Don't go to their page bothering them. How you feel about them ain't their business. Okay, I'm just saying. But Carlos saying, hey, the cast came around here and they signed up for it because on a reality show, everybody won't like you. So a part of that comes with knowing good, bad, and indifferent. They may not like you. Can you handle the heat coming from the kitchen?
So I deal with that. And I'm not giving y'all none of my real life, okay? Because you don't get high off your own supply. Okay? So I ain't giving y'all none of that. That's the reason why I'm protective of my cast. Tiffany Whitlow left the show because of some mean viewers.
Tiffany told us she left because of postpartum. So when did Tiffany lie? Now y'all know I unfollowed Tiffany because she followed Trump. And I just can't follow folk who follow. I can't see it. But Tiffany said to us that, did I block her to unfollow her? Tiffany said to us that she left because of her postpartum. Things were hard. She didn't feel like herself. It was stuff she was. I've never seen her say, yeah, I left the show because the fans were too mean to me. We do know that for her on the show that people did not like her. And people did have mean things to say about Tiffany Whitlow. I also felt like it's because she played that she was shady and messy. And folk ain't like it. But I don't recall her saying the fans were too mean to me. I'm dealing with too much meanness from the fans. I'm going to leave. When she left, she wholeheartedly made it seem as if she left because of postpartum. So was Tiffany lying or are you lying? I'm just wondering. Because that's what I remember. Okay? I'm going to be.
She said it out of her own mouth.
To who? To y'all or to us?
She said after appearing on the show her first season, her first reunion, she said, I felt like jumping off the bridge.
Now, she didn't tell us that. Now, again, Carlos is probably around and spilling production tea things that she did not say to us publicly. Okay? But, child, don't do that. Don't do that's not good. Okay? But I get it. Again, I always say dealing with hateful energy, comments, and people can be very mentally draining. Very much. I told y'all, remember, teacher said her first, like either seasons 1 and 2, maybe even season 3, how she had to stay off of Twitter because it got so bad for her. And now it's just because people did not like Tisha. So I fully believe that, this can really get to people. I just don't remember Tiffany saying she quit because of the fans. I just thought it was because she said of her postpartum and, her just having to get back to feeling like her. Because they even had a whole thing showing Tiffany talking to, I want to say Stormi And Stormi said how she felt like Tiffany was a little bit different, and she did not want to kind of acknowledge her going through postpartum. But I don't know.
Seeing how many people hated me, she said that out of her own mouth. Okay, she was able to continue with the show for a couple of seasons, and then finally said, "I've had enough." And y'all know I go up for Tiffany Whitlow. I love Tiffany. I love everything about that woman. It was sad to see her go. I understood it, and we all made the decision that yes, if you can't bear what's been happening to you outside of the show, right? Then we respect your wishes. That has happened to Stormi still.
Not what's up, Stormi? Okay, girl.
Okay, losing Stormi still from Love and Marriage Huntsville is a great loss to the show because Stormi brought something different that the show needed at the time she was presented.
When Stormi first was brought on the show, I do think she brought something different. I do think when she first came on, she was different. She was like, well, I also feel like since she started the show, she isn't even that same Stormi. A part of me feel like she's less relatable on the show because she's more withdrawn than how she used to be. She's not as open and stuff. So I feel like the Stormi we got to know in the beginning, like her first, like 2 seasons or whatever, I don't think that's the same Stormi we're getting now. So I feel like, yeah, cool, you brought her on for a reason, and she fit that mold that she was before. But I also feel like she lost herself in it for whatever the reason may be. Maybe because her and Mel not getting along. Maybe because it is the fans. Maybe because she has lawsuits going on. Maybe because her CO5 is suing her. I don't know, child. Maybe because her mama Betty is a messy troll, and that can be hard on a person too. I don't know. But I do feel like the Stormi that we fell in love with for her first couple of seasons, that's not who she is now on the show. I'm not saying what she's like in real life. On this show, she seems withdrawn.
Stormi being on the show took nothing away from the original 6, and it took nothing away from Destiny.
Child, Destiny didn't even give nothing. I don't even compare that to girl. We still don't know what Destiny do.
It took nothing away from the Fletchers. Stormi was just this vibrant CEO entrepreneur from Mississippi who moved to Huntsville and created an empire for herself, right?
And it went from that to her mama and her auntie fussing, her firing one of her cousins, Courtney want to buy a new car. Like it became like nothing. It became less about Stormi and about other stuff that kind of didn't make no sense or we didn't care about. Because I don't care about your mama and the auntie fussing. If they've been fussing for 50 years, child, we can't fix it now.
And that's what the show was about. Black excellence. And Stormi fit the bill.
She did.
She started off as a friend up to the show to test the waters.
Mm-hmm. And because she wanted to promote her business. That's the same. Stormi has said that, and so was Mel. That she came on to try to this little business, little canvas beauty business.
And once Destiny and her got into it, honey, she was like, okay, child, let me be on the show full time.
Because it got her more attention. It got her name out there. It got people who did not know who she was to see who she was. You know, she was able to, again, promote her business some more. And it made sense. Yes, I want to get more attention on myself and my business. You should do whatever you can to do that.
Because I like it, right? But she also liked the fact that she was able to promote her business too. And my entire cast, they do a wonderful job promoting their businesses. Stormi.
What does Martell do? What he promote? Did anybody buy any wine from that man? Is he really building houses? What kind of lawyer is Maurice? Okay, where is Kimmy's office at? Does Kimmy sell houses, or does she like rent spaces? I just be wondering. I want them to show more of what people do. What does Tisha do? Is she an office manager?
Is a self-made multimillionaire, okay, who has built an empire for herself, being a young Black girl from Mississippi. She's an inspiration to a lot of people, just like the original 6 is an inspiration to a lot of people, just like Destiny is an inspiration to a lot of people.
Girl, He really be trying to push Destiny as this successful entity. And the reason I don't agree with that is because we still don't know much about that lady.
Just like the Fletchers, okay? You find somebody on this show that you inspire and aspire to be. And Stormi brought that to the show. To see her leave is a great loss because she fit the bill and she fit the mandate. She did not leave the show because of me, the network, the production, and she made that clear in the post that she made on Saturday. She left the show because she had to choose her business over the bullshit that some of you guys did to her.
Mm-hmm. Because she said the one lady, went to a job to the warehouse last year. That was things. She's alleging that people was calling the stores. I said, how many calls they get? I just don't feel like there are thousands of people calling Target saying, I don't like the Canvas Beauty stuff. Take it off. I don't see that. I see a few idiots doing things they should not do. And they should get, like, if you out here doing all that, maybe you should be arrested too.
Y'all did it to Tiffany and she left. And y'all did it again to Stormi. And this has to stop.
So my thing is this, okay? So Carlos said, the fans were fanning during season 1. The fans were fanning and got rid of Tiffany. And now the fans are fanning and got rid of Stormi. My thing is, Carlos been knew this. Carlos, production, the cast, everyone knew the fans were crazy fans from the get-go. And my thing is, don't try to complain now when you didn't care before. Before, the fans being crazy was great for promotion. It's the click and the view. It's attention. Now they want to spin it like, okay, y'all fans, now y'all doing too much because 2 cast members left. When y'all, before Tiffany left, y'all knew how bad the fans were. Again, Mel went through it. Tisha went through it. Child, Kimmy was called a side chick for like 2 seasons. I'm just saying the fan base hasn't just now gotten bad. It's always been bad. Okay.
I don't stand for it. I have never stood for it. I have always addressed it. I don't like it. It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to say, I don't like you, Stormi. I'm team this person this week. I'm on this person's side next week. All that is good. We all signed up for that, right? When I host reunions, y'all love me doing the first one. Then y'all say, he's getting paid by the Scott. Melody is his favorite. He fired Destiny.
Well, because each season, with each reunion, Carlos does seem different toward different people. Sometimes it does seem like he's less hard on the Scotts. Sometimes it seems like he's less hard on Mel. Sometimes it seems like he's more easy on Martell. Every season or every different reunion piece of it or whatever, there are moments where Carlos, it do feel like, okay, you have picked your favorite. So, but again, that's just people having their opinion.
Now he's kissing Martell's ass. And y'all say the crazy things about me. I don't give a shit. Because I know I signed up for the gig. Okay?
So that shade to Stormi and Tiffany? Because if you're saying I get the same, amount of, mean-spirited, shady comments towards me from fans, but I know what I signed up for and I don't care. So should no one care? Because if no one should care, then should we not care now? Because you don't care. And if you don't care, then why should we?
What I do give a shit about is when you guys are constantly attacking my cast.
They have been attacking the cast. That's my only issue. I don't want this thing to seem like, oh my God, the fans were like behaving before. If y'all have not seen those Facebook groups, they're horrible. This ain't no new thing. I told y'all Stormi Mama is a damn troll. She was a Melody hating troll before Stormi got on the show because the fan base been delusional. I don't mean all, I mean some.
When the cast attack each other, they know what it is.
Bullshit.
That's what they decide to do. They know what it is. Okay?
That's him trying to cover his own ass. Because when folks said when Stormi mama was a troll, you ain't say shit. When Tisha mama, Wanda was trolling Mel, you didn't say shit. So he's trying to point out because everybody been saying, "Oh my God, y'all pissed at Mel fans." However, the Tisha mama and Stern mama were trolling the cast. So to me, he's saying, "Oh, well, they cast. If the cast fuss with each other, that don't count. So we can't count Miss Betty because she became cast. We can't count Wanda because she cast." I'm like, that's bullshit. And we're gonna get into Latrice bringing up something later on.
And in most cases, they're able to forgive each other. Who would have thought Destiny and Stormi would be good friends?
Me. Because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Okay, we not gonna act like Stormi and Destiny did not get cool once they both were not cool with Mel. I'm just saying, I'm not surprised at all. Because truth be told, Destiny and Stormi's beef wasn't even a real beef. So it wasn't hard for them. It should not have been hard for them to move past. They did not even know each other, and there wasn't even no real beef. Now, Destiny tossing that chair towards Stormi. I mean, that's hard to get over. But again, there wasn't a real beef between them. So yes, it was easy for them to get friendly. Plus, they both started to not like Mel. So yeah, now we're friends. The same way Tisha and Destiny got cool once Mel wasn't friends with them no more. Child.
Based on their interaction, there were Team Stormi, Team Destiny, and look what happened. They're now close. Okay, that's what happens in the order of life. Some of you guys are not fans. I would never disrespect my audience by calling you mean MFers fans because you're not. You are not good people.
I agree.
You're not good people to sit up here and contact places and cops.
Okay.
Because of your disdain for a person who is brave enough to entertain you on a Saturday night.
Now that's specifically to Black Titanic, who got Stormi arrested. But everyone said that was crazy. Everyone said,
"Shut up! That is so stupid."
That she should have not had Stormi arrested. You know what I'm saying? So no one felt like, oh yeah, she should have been arrested. We just also felt like she should not have went outside and yelled and cussed and fuss on live. Okay? Because that's receipts.
Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts? No.
You created the receipts for it. But again, no one agreed with Black Titanic going to have Stormi arrested. That was team too far. But that's why we also say you should never give anyone the ammunition to use against you to get you in trouble. You just have the motherfuckers arrested. So that situation, those kind of fans, those are delusional people who we say you can't even talk about them like they're regular at all. Because they're not. That's crazy.
So because you don't like what you're seeing, you want to go the extra mile. And before y'all sit up and say, "But Karla, you never want to address what other people do," I have a reunion. I am the host of a reunion, and I created the show. I don't have to address anything on Twitter. I don't address when people come for me, whether that's my cast or anybody related to them or any of the fans.
So, okay, Carlos is saying, I don't have to address anybody on Twitter. So Mel has to. If Carlos, who is the head, as he is, I made the show. I created it. And I ain't gotta say shit. So if the boss don't have to say shit, why would the employee, meaning Mel? If the powers that be see what's going on and that is affecting the cast, why would they not say something soon? So if Carlos is saying, I don't have to go on Twitter and go on social media to address y'all one by one by one. Why does anyone want Mel to do that? I'm just wondering. Because of crazy people doing things, to me, that's not on Mel to address. That is for the police to address. That is for the powers that be to address. I don't think the cash should get involved, okay? But if somebody is around here harassing you, hey, 911, hey, lawyer, you get the authorities involved so that way those crazy people can't do it to other folks.
have to say anything to y'all. I don't owe y'all nothing. So instead of y'all deflecting the negativity that you spew, don't come on my doorstep, sweeping my foot, worrying about what I do to my cast. Okay? Because my cast knows exactly what time it is. They have my phone number, and if my cast ever had an issue with anything about Carlos King the First, they know who to dial. Okay?
911.
Be clear on that. And that's a fact. So don't worry about what happens with my production. Worry about how you use your fingers to disrespect people, to disrupt them. Off of what? So you can say, yeah, bro, I read him. Some of you guys are grandmothers, great-grandmothers.
Not call them old child, they old people.
And I'm pretty sure you're going to raise your children to behave in this manner. Did you? I don't think so. Did you raise your children to call people and harass them? No. So why do you feel to do it at your big age?
Not the old people at their big age, child.
For what? So you can sit up and say like, yeah, girl, I got them together. But one thing I know for sure, you can fool people, you can fool the world, but you can't fool God.
God, like, now why am I in it? What did I do? Me? Child.
Now why am I in it? And you could have did it.
See how I get thrown in stuff?
I ain't nothing to do with this.
And karma is the one that's going to be knocking on your doorstep, haunting you.
Haunting?
I don't have to respond to anybody, okay? God fights my battles because he could do a better job for it than I could ever. And that's what you guys should be allowing it to happen.
Okay.
If you feel some kind of way about somebody, cool. Let God handle them if that's how you feel.
But ain't that what Mel said? But when Mel said that y'all didn't like that, y'all want Mel to address it all. Around about people she don't even like or who don't like her. And you know what? If somebody don't like me, I don't need you to stand up for me. If you don't like me and we not rocking, I don't need you to calm down. Nobody coming for me in your defense. Because guess what? I'm going to handle my damn stuff. Because if your friends and your fans come to my domain, they going to see Jesus. Either Jesus or the judge. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to see me. Yeah, police. It's a crazy person outside. Come get him. If you don't, Jesus will. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna play. Yeah, I suggest get down. Which Jay you want to see, Jesus or the judge? You can't see Jaylee.
Okay, but some of you guys have this godlike superior attitude, and you think that you're doing something, and all you're doing, and I'm gonna leave it here. All you're doing. All that you're doing is welcoming that hatred back to you tenfold. So when you're sitting at home and you're concerned about the state of the life that you have, look back on the things you did to other people. Leave my cast alone. They are the most bravest human beings I know.
Really?
And I mean that. They have experienced pain in their marriages and pain in their friendships. And the last thing they deserve is to experience pain from people who are watching the show as they're doing this for your entertainment.
Child. I agree. Again, I do not believe anyone should be stalking anybody. Don't be calling or Facebooking, FaceTiming, showing up to call. Don't do any of that, okay? Now, if you order their products and you don't get your stuff, yes, complain, okay? If you place an order at Canvas or 7th Avenue or anybody else's stuff, if you place a candle order with Destiny and you never get it because she ain't got it, yes, complain for that, okay? That's the only time I feel like it's right for fans to complain business-wise. If you are patronizing their business and you're spending money with them, but you're not getting what you paid for, yes, complain then, okay? Anybody else, it's a bit cuckoo, okay? So that was one part of it, okay? Then he did bring on, okay,
your fan.
Now, Latrice up top, and then Destiny. Child, Destiny is weird, child. I'm gonna leave it be. So y'all know Latrice is, again, she's on Bell Collective. Destiny is on Love and Marriage or whatever. Again, they're both friends with Stormi. So Carlos is now gonna ask Latrice, girl, what you think? This is what's messy. Don't ask me a question about somebody else's situation when I have my own, because how I feel will be different. Okay, come on now, Latrice.
And Latrice, according to Marie and Letitia Pearson, they have said that some of your fans attacked them, and they also have said that your fans on.
Now, Marie and the other lady are on Bell Collective. Okay, so it's as if he's saying, Mel, Tisha and Kim, Tisha and Kimmy said your fans attacked them. He's asking her about two cast members on her show.
Social media run amok, right? Now, granted, none of them have called their businesses or whatever, but you have a large fan base on Bell Collective. If one of your fans decided to go to the Letitia Pearson Enterprises and harass her, what would you do? And would you say to your fan base to stop?
Child, Latrice said you were okay. Let me tell you.
Okay. So we're at on the show now, season 5, episode 2. In this moment, if a fan came to Letitia Pearson's office, I mean, Carlos, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't care.
Be careful asking people questions thinking they will think like you, because again, asking someone if somebody you beefing with get some things happening to their business, which I don't care. I don't like them. That's for them to handle. I didn't send nobody there to do that. That ain't on me. Child.
Right. This is me, because I know the girls have done so much to me. To me, you deserve it. Like, the fans see, the fans know. You know, the fans can react the way that they want to react. Like, I can't sit here and tell a person, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Of course, I'm never a violent person. I don't indulge in violence or anything of that nature. But if one of my fans took it upon themselves to go to one of their business, so what? You better know how to fight.
Child, not know how to. I said, girl, now that was one step too far. I'm not telling anyone to know how to fight. Okay, but I'm also not sending anyone anywhere else. But a stranger who I don't know takes it upon themselves to go to someone's business to say, hey, Latrice, let me in, or whatever her name is. She said, girl, I don't care. Again, and she's known Stormi for 10 years. So that's why I say you never know what someone's opinion is. Even though my friend has someone go to a business or whatever, child, that's on y'all. Because based on her situation, I don't like them people. So whatever.
Destiny, how do you feel about that?
I strongly disagree, especially being on the receiving end of fans showing up at my business, showing up at my house. Like, it's just not okay. It's never okay.
Now, Destiny, you had a beauty supply. You want people to show up, and people showed up at her beauty supply because it was never open. So they were trying to be petty because it wasn't really a real store. Now, the people who show up to her house during the open house because the house was for sale, that was messy. That was that dude, Anthony Lofties, who went, because again, they were selling the house, and they went to the house and was like filming and showing the house because that was messy. But that was also because he was a messy individual. You know what I'm saying? No one had to send him there. He was messy. That was his fault. And that be my thing. And I go to Latrice saying, I can't tell someone what to do or what not to do. People gonna do what they want to do. Because I never asked them to go in the first place.
Okay, no matter, and I understand you could be heated at a person and have so much, visceral disdain for them, but like when these people don't know us, like they have no real connection to us. We don't know people's mental stability. Like, it's just not a safe thing. And I think it's if you're not there to shop, patronize, or indulge in supporting the business, then you shouldn't be there. That's just my very strong stance on it.
I agree. But I also agree, what that got to do with me? I didn't send them there. What do you want me to do? If I didn't tell them to go, why would they listen to me when I say you shouldn't have did that? They already went.
And I don't think that it's in my control or anybody's control on what the fans do. So
I agree with that, but you can take a stance. Like you can say, "Hey, yo, I'm not with that. I thank you for supporting me. I appreciate you riding out for me, but let's be on the internet, but don't be at people's houses and their businesses. Like that's just not safe."
to piggyback off of what you saying, I understand take a stance, but in the same instance, like my castmates, they know stuff can be blatant lies, and yet they run with it. So where's that stance when when you guys have put out a narrative about me, and the fans are like running with that narrative, and this narrative is affecting me, my money, my husband's money, but you guys will not sit there and be like, well, hey, this is not true. So I have nothing, girl.
Listen, I've been on this.
I fully support that question. Her point was, like I said earlier, when Wanda and Betty was, trolling Mel, they were trolls on the show, or when any of the cast, if Mel had said stuff that wasn't true, if Tisha said stuff that wasn't true, Martell, Martell saying the 20 women with Marceau, and saying these things, people have said things on these shows that they knew were not true and ran with them. That affects people's lives, people's marriages, people's business. So in Latrice's case, in Latrice's case, she's saying people on my show have said blatant lies, and no one wanted to say, hey y'all fans, I'm lying, so don't go fucking with Latrice because I'm lying. No, you let it go. You let it rock. You let people think something fake about me, which caused issues in my life. So why should I care that now that people don't like you because they like me? Now you want me to stand up for you? Nah, bitch, stand in it.
I've had a whole narrative created for me, and it's affected me and personally, business-wise as well. But just for me, I still cannot stand for strangers attacking other people. I just can't. That's just that, because I know what it feels like.
I stand for whatever they stand for.
I stand for whatever they stand for. Now, again, I don't support anybody going to attack people. I do not support that. However, I also support I can't control what somebody do, and I ain't got shit to say. Because I've never said I stand for that. I never told anyone to go do anything. So what they went and did ain't got shit to do with me. And so to me, Latrice's point is, I'm on whatever they on. If they want to come and attack me and say stuff about me that affects me, they can't expect me to then defend them because of what. Not today.
Well, this is why this is a very interesting conversation, because on social media, well, and listen, obviously you guys heard that I don't condone anybody approaching anyone's business, and that's where I stand. I think it's gross. But the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because social media went on fire for the past 2 days about whether or not they think Melody should say something. And what is interesting is, and listen, I love the fact that everyone has their truth. Latrice feels like Melody. So you agree that Melody should not say anything? I don't put words in your mouth.
And my thing is, Latrice, I don't think Latrice was speaking directly about Mel, Stormi, whatever. I think Latrice's point was, in my situation, I don't care. I don't think she wanted to even get involved in the Mel, Stormi of it all. I think her thing was, in my case, with me and the women on my show, I don't care. Leave me out of it.
All right, different situations.
No. We're talking about overall. Let's not personalize it.
Because this was interesting. Because listen.
This why I blame Carlos. This is why I blame Carlos. Because he likes to stir the pot and be messy.
The beauty of this conversation is this. There are some people who think like she doesn't owe them anything, right? There are those people. There are people who think she should say something, right? I don't condone any of this in terms of people doing it. Now, whether or not I think Melody should say something, that's between Melody and her fans, right? Just like it's between you and your fans, Latrice. But what is interesting to me is you two are famous, and you two are on 2 different shows and have 2 different audiences in terms of size. So that's why I love this conversation, because you do have somebody, Destiny, who says pretty much that she would never tell her fans to stop. So are you complicit if you don't tell your fans to stop, or do you feel like telling them to stop is going to help the situation?
I feel like if you stand for something, then you stand for it. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. And at the end of the day, like, just saying, you know, hey, I get it that y'all ride for me. I get that y'all love and support me. But this is affecting my castmates or the people that my co-workers. At the end of the day, like that's just a simple stance to take. If you take no stance, that is your stance. So if you're watching people be attacked, you're watching people's businesses be disparaged, and you're watching a lot of different things.
And in my opinion, each cast member has said and done something that has affected the other cast member. Mel has said things that has that has affected other cast members. Kimmy, Tisha, Marceau have said things that affect Mel. All of them have. Destiny has said things that affect. Destiny said that their girl mama pimp her out. You said that girl mama pimp her out. So everybody on the show has said something that affects somebody else in a certain way. So the get you got to me is, but everybody want to make it seem as if, well, no, if Mel says something, that means she doesn't like it. I don't think that lady want folks talking to other people. I also think she like, don't put me in it. I didn't do shit. I didn't tell them to.
Inciting a lot of different things, then that means you're for it. Period.
Well, maybe I'm for it then, because.
But I challenge you that because that means you were for Stormi getting arrested. You were for.
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying this is the playing field that we're talking about. So
didn't Becky say earlier, let's not make it personal. Let's just have it be general. But now you want to make it personal. Now you want to make it so that means you want Stormi to be. I don't think Mel wanted Stormi arrested. Nobody did. However, I don't have shit to do with what a stranger did. Don't put that on me.
People that you're for, that you say, because I know you're talking about yourself and your specific instances and things that have happened to you. But the overall question is, if people are getting people arrested, people are calling Target, calling business deals, calling the city, coming to people's businesses, calling the unemployment office, and all kind of stuff on people.
Child, when they call unemployment for Destiny, I said, y'all is messy. Y'all is messy. But again, that isn't anyone on the show's fault. Those are just crazy people doing crazy things. You know what I'm saying? Period. That ain't Mel's fault. That ain't even Destiny's fault. That is a crazy person taking things too far. Period.
Because we've all experienced that on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like, that is just not okay because that goes past the show.
Right. I could be double-sided on that because, like, just in Stormi's situation in general, like, I know that there was nothing that was granted, nothing that she deserved at all because, you know, of course, like, we know Stormi, Destiny. Like I always say, the sweetest, most humble person ever. And I know Stormi was so hurt behind it, and it just wasn't fair to her, nor was it granted at all. So, on the flip side, I still, like, even taking a stance, you know, I still feel like the viewers, the fans are going to do what they want to do.
They're going to do what they want because they're crazy. Some people are just crazy. You can tell a crazy person to not do something, and sometimes it makes them do it harder.
I can sit here and be like, hey, don't attack. Like, Carlos did a whole speech, baby. He took us to church. And at the end of the day, they're probably in the comments now with the bid.
And that's fine, but the stance has already been made. We had that example of Beyonce, and we're not even, ain't nobody on Beyonce level. Like, hey, she's the highest A-list, but at the end of the day, like she said, y'all be nice.
Stop it. Beyonce don't talk to us. Stop lying on Beyonce.
Be nice. That's the stance. Now, it stopped every last one of her fans from doing what they do. No, but it let them know the person that they value has a stance.
Well, I think that's the reason why
I'm not for violence. But
go ahead.
I am for whatever they dish out to me. Well, it's not even dishing it out because I'm not malicious. I don't do anything to them. But I'm not going to sit here and defend you when you're constantly attacking me, belittling me, lying on me. Like, no. In my case. But I get what you're saying, Destiny. I would never want, you know, like, I hate that even happened to you because I know you as a person and, you know, same. Like, just all love, genuine positivity around you. So, hate that happened to you, but in my case, it's on another level.
At least I gotta catch up because it must be real bad over there, baby.
This is why.
Look, and I left it at that. Look, I feel like, again, it's not that I'm saying that anybody needs to, you know, not address things. Don't say this. Don't say that. Leave it be. All I'm saying is that sometimes You just don't want to get involved because sometimes crazy people are just crazy people. And that's where I'm coming from. I'm not saying I'm not saying if Mel said something that will make things worse. I just feel like Mel's thought process is, what do y'all want me to do when I didn't tell anyone to do anything? I never asked them to defend me and do these things. So why are y'all making it seem like I have to take a stance as if I'm for it? People who are really my fans ain't even doing that shit. So I'm going to ignore it. The same way Carlos King said, I don't have to address shit. I don't have to respond to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So again, crazy fans are crazy fans. And no matter what Mel say, Carlos say, hell, what I say. The crazy people are going to do the crazy things. I, just like Latrice's point in saying, if me and you at odds, and you been saying stuff about me, and I've been saying stuff about you, and you ain't never came and rebutted your lies about me, and people who like me come at you, bitch, I don't care. You better call the Pope. 911. Johnny Cochran, because I'm not with it. Okay. Anyway, y'all, what do y'all think? Okay. And I know some of y'all don't like Mel. Y'all think I'm biased. And this is not even about defending Mel. I just liked Latrice's point in saying, if we at odds, why do you think I'm going to come and defend you with people who I never asked to do anything to you? Those are just crazy people. I'm not leave me be. Anyway, I gotta go. Okay, again, by now, other content should be up. If not up already, it will be eventually. Okay, I will be live tonight at 9 p.m. But y'all know, go watch the content, the live from Monday, my Who Ruined the Show I did already, my Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love at the Lockup. Okay, I'm gonna do Martin versus Living Single. If that's not already up, it'll probably be up sometime today, okay? And I have to also do the Child Ray J's Foolish Bullshit, okay? Anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But I gotta go. Bye.